Hey, what's up, guys? Kangaroo here. So I made a video, I think 2 days ago, talking about the problems in this game, and I got a little bit of hate for saying that, for one, that you couldn't really make money in normals, and for two, that tier 3 ammo just wasn't useful in the game at all. And so I thought, if people are disagreeing with me, let's hop into a normal, and let's just see if we can make some decent money and run a gun with tier 3 ammo and just see if it holds its own in normals, and if we're going to run into people who are running tier 4 and tier 5 ammo that are going to tear us up, or if we can make it work and make some money and get out. So I'm going to run in here with my keys. I'm going to use the keys. We're just going to see how much money you can make in normals. Is it possible just to play this game just in normals and come out with some pretty good loot? So let's hop right into the first game and see what happens. All right, guys, we just got loaded in here. I just want to say I hate to be the scummy guy in here picking on new players. Hopefully it is early in the morning, so hopefully we'll run into a little bit more bots than real players.
Guy probably was like, damn, I hit the jackpot with that kill.
I don't want to just pick on new players in here, because I'm also in here in a tier 5 rig, so, I don't want to be scummy, but I also am just trying to get the normal experience and see if there's loot to be made in here. I'm definitely not here just to pick on little guys, so. Is this guy gonna rush straight to the key room? Oh, he didn't. Okay. And I'm just gonna loot up in here just like I would if this were forbidden, and just kind of see, is the loot worth it? I think my teammates may be fighting a little bit.
Ah, fucking slut. I don't know if I killed him though.
I think they're just fighting bots. I don't think they're fighting. They're just shooting scavs. But maybe not. Oh, no, okay, he's saying he's shooting players. Lots of white items. Give me some purples, or blues at least. What do you guys think about this type of format, guys? Let me know down in the comments, where I'm not really cutting out much gameplay, but, using...
Oh, he has a bunch of shit in this thing.
I'm not cutting out the slow parts, like this is going to be a mostly unedited video. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys rather that I'm cutting out, parts of the game that are slow, or would you rather me just talk through them? Does that work for you guys? What do you guys think? This sounds like there's some players over here. Let's see what this tier 3 can do.
Was that human?
I just heard him kill one. There's definitely more, though.
Careful.
Okay, he killed them all already. It's kind of snappy, son. Okay, just like naked players. Or maybe he just took the armor off him already.
Oh shit.
Lots of white items.
Fully decked out AK-102.
Nice. I wonder, no, okay, the crates don't come down in normals. It's only lockdown plus. Let's run into motel and see if we run into anybody. And one thing I'll say, to everyone who is staying in normals and making money, that's fine, enjoy the game however you want, but I will say, man, don't be afraid to lose your stuff. You can always get things back. It's really not that big of a deal if you die. Like, if you went down to 100k in this game, it wouldn't matter. Like, you can still play the game. You can still get in with cheaper kits. You can play ticket kits. Like, money it's nothing in this game. You can lose it as fast as you make it back. You know, it's not that hard. You can. There's money making methods where you don't even fight. Like you're just avoiding people and looting. So yeah, I don't have gear fear in this game, man. Just have fun. It doesn't really matter that much. You know, especially making these YouTube videos and buying, you know, certain kits over and over to try to make videos or try out new builds for videos. Like, I lose so much money in this game sometimes, and sometimes I make a ton of money. It's just, you can always bounce back from it. So yeah, don't be afraid to branch out into
I'm gonna use
lockdown and even
staples.
forbidden. Like, if you lose a couple, so be it. Run something cheap. You don't have to go in. You don't have to play forbidden and be worth $1 million. You know, you don't have to play lockdown and you're worth $500,000 to $1 million. Like, you can go in cheap, so there's not as much risk, and there's lots of decent budget guns in this game to be able to do that with. It's early in the morning. My aim is not warmed up yet. I'm definitely missing some shots here, but I will say our bag is looking a little light here, boys. Looking a little light on the loot. Everything I'm opening is just kind of lots of whites. I am trying for loot. I am putting in the effort.
There's a guy at the farmhouse.
Guy at the farmhouse. He's saying there's somebody at stables, I'm guessing. Okay. Let's head up to stables, see if we can get the free safe, and see if there actually is a guy there that we can kill. Because maybe the answer in these normals is just to be fighting players so that we can take their guns. Maybe that's a little bit more worth than actually looting. Maybe I should just hit safes and kill players. Let me know in the comments, you know, you guys that do play a lot of normals, what do you guys, you know, how do you make your money in here? Is that the way? Like, don't loot loose loot, just go for players and safes? Is that the way to go? Or do you guys find stuff in loose loot as well?
Bagged a couple times in there.
Oh, okay, so they're talking about wheat field is where they're got players in wheat. He said the farm, I was assuming stables. This guy's a deagle runner, I think. He seems like he has
guy's
some...
running
This guy seems like he has some good armor on him.
clear ammo.
He just has a deagle. That's the only reason he lost that. This guy, seemed like he's running some decent armor. Yeah, he's just naked deagle running it. That's the only reason he lost that. He definitely could have killed me with the... Probably just with the MP5 on his back, he probably would have killed me. He just missed all his shots at the deagle. Okay, I mean, this armor is at least worth its slot to carry. I don't know if he's running tier 4. Could use some surgery kits anyways, though.
There's a guy in front of me.
Kill him.
He's walking towards you.
He says, what do you mean? You don't know what to do? You're the guy.
Yeah, I see him.
He's hurting. He has nothing.
I don't know if I killed him. He just dropped. I don't know if he's laying down.
All right, we're at about a 10-minute raid. We're at
Oh
half
yeah,
a
he's
million
dead.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you dropped his ass.
He's like, "Bleh."
He came up to me and started teabagging.
What the hell?
Yeah, he only had his knife out.
Okay. Bit of a weird interaction to
He is
have a naked guy
teabagging
come up
you.
and teabag you.
No, he came up, but he was like teabagging, like, cause like he was just saying like he was friendly,
Oh,
He was friendly
and
and
then
he
he
killed
ran.
him anyways.
And next thing you know, all I see is him laying on the ground, folded like an omelet. I accidentally shot.
oh, bullshit.
You told me to. I follow orders.
Wow, MP133 shotgun. I've never seen that.
All right, not a lot of luck so far in this key house. Be nice to get like one decent item out of here
Can't
for
kill
the
this dude now, maybe.
use. I have too much stuff to take the yeah, I guess we'll just go rotate towards Wheat Hut. Extract there.
Kinky cracker. I am completely full, so I'm probably gonna extract too.
I was too. I just came over here to loot the safe. No one touched it.
What are your guys' loot values
Shit,
getting out of here, if you don't mind me asking?
431.
Nice.
1 million.
Nice, that's pretty good for a normal.
Yeah, but it's all shit I'm not gonna sell, so it's...
I found 12 red ammo. Like 2 matches ago. It was for the SJ, 65 or 65K a round.
Wow, okay.
It's just in a ammo box, like it was in the ammo box at that shack over there.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've even found much red ammo. I don't think I've ever found red ammo even in Locked or Forbidden.
Yeah, my first match I ever played in the game, a bot was using red ammo.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Alright, good game, guys. Alright, we are out in about 12 minutes. Made about a 500,000. Alright, guys, that first game went pretty good. We had about 500,000 in 10-15 minutes, so let's hop into the second one and see if it goes the same way. Alright, guys, here we are in game number 2. I think we're going to go back to green first, see if we can hit the key back there. And yeah, let's see if we can make some loot in this raid. See if we maybe run into some players. Yeah, we did get solo in this one, so I don't know if that means that there's just less players queuing right now. Like I said, it is 7 a.m., so a bit of an early riser. So sometimes in the mornings there's just less players in these lobbies, which I think is probably good for us as far as trying to loot things goes. Ooh, that's a... what is that? I think I want to fight this guy first. That sounded like an SKS or something. One dead. I headshot him though, so I believe he did have a teammate over here because that didn't sound like that. He looked like he's running. Oh, it was okay. It was a S12K. I was wondering. I was like, man, I don't know what the hell that. He's running slugs in it. How? What are they? Okay, tier 3 slugs. It's a little weird. Kind of a weird kit. I would say that's a real player. I've never seen a bot running S12. Was it like a Sega? Did hear shooting back in this backside over here. So I think we'll go try to find the player that was over here real quick. Yeah, here he is. I can hear him running in here. Is that the bot? No, that's a player. Okay, MP5. I hear creeping. Did he have a teammate over here? No, that's just a scav. Good thing he had a backpack, because I actually forgot to bring my backpack. Alright, just kill that scav. Oh, okay. That's nice. It's like 70,000 worth of ammo right there. Maybe the ammo, you picking up ammo is where it's at in this game mode. I mean, you're just getting purple ammo in here too. Oh, that's not worth anything, but this might be. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Surprised to see any golds in here. Well, we're already at our 500,000 that we were at last game. So, that's nice. We're getting better items than we did last game. I will say that. We should still have the key room and everything to hit over there. Pop another PK. If you guys are new to this game, these liquid painkillers are very, very, very cheap, and it's almost worth it just to keep one up at all times, just in case someone sees you in the middle of a field or wide open and you get leg shot. You're not standing there with a broken leg and just can't move. So yeah, tip of the day. Keep some really cheap painkillers on you and pop them at all times, just to keep them active. That's not what I thought it was. Who is he shooting? Same this way. Who's he shooting at? What the fuck? Also, if you guys didn't know, you guys find one of these recon terminals, right? Don't pop it instantly, okay? Hold on to it for a second. If you picked up a recon, but I knew I was gonna loot in here first, like I picked it up in that building, right? I knew I was gonna loot here, so I don't need to scan motel right now because I'm not even going there. If someone could leave or show up in the time before I'm actually going there, right? Oh wow, okay, that's decent. That is really decent. We're gonna take this ammo out. And yeah, that just made us $1 million raid. Okay, so I guess keys can be worth it normal. There's no doubt there. So anyways, though, yeah, I mean, save this recon terminal until we're about to actually rotate towards motel or towards wherever it is we're going. And then we'll pop the recon, because then we have the information. It's useful. Right now, that it wouldn't be useful. Little things like that can be the difference in living and dying. Because if I go to motel thinking there's no one in there, but I pop that recon right before I get there and find out there is somebody ratting in there, I know to check corners a little bit more. I know to play a little bit safer and try to find that guy that's ratting before I start, you know, just like AFK looting and not paying attention. That could definitely be the difference between living and dying. Should check what extracts we have. Wheat hut. I do have cash for the car, so we'll probably just go check out motel real quick. I don't have my... That was just the scav that spawns up here, but I do hear shooting over at stables, so we'll go there. That shooting's a motel. We'll go there for sure. Yeah, I don't have all my keys. My premium or whatever expired like yesterday, and I just didn't feel like renewing it, so I only have 3 key slots right now. I don't know if it's... I don't know if I'm gonna renew it. I don't know. I guess I probably should, but... It's one thing I feel like it's a little bit scummy, is that there's no way to earn, like, room to hold more than 3 keys. You have to pay their... You know, we already have a battle pass we're buying every month, and I have to also buy... like storage space and key slots every 30 days. Okay, those are silent shots over there. I want to go to those actually. So yeah, I guess the maybe a little different than normals, because if you are running a silenced gun, people might run at you because they're assuming that maybe you have a good kit or you're a real... This is a player right here. I just heard him healing or something down here. It's right here. Hopefully this gun doesn't fail us at this range. Distracted by the fucking scav. Let's see what this guy was... Oh, another Deagle runner. Yeah, we can just get rid of that. Seems the Deagle is very popular in these normals. And then I didn't even pop my recon terminal either. But I did know that there was people here. So, not a good reason to pop it. We could pop it right now for stables. We know that there's somebody else here, right? That was somebody shooting over here. Okay, so there's nobody at stables. I thought I heard shots over at stables, but let's go ahead and surgery real quick. Yeah, that's definitely a player over there. Probably another quick little tip is, if you do get in a fight, the first thing you should do is reload your mags. You shouldn't surgery, you shouldn't do anything else unless you're so like blacked out that you are literally just like huffing and puffing loud as hell. You really need to get your ammo reloaded, because if someone rotates into third party and you can't even shoot back, like that's more important than having surgery legs. This is like, what the? Oh, it's a player scav. You know, that's one bad part about these normals, is people coming in and player scaving and risking absolutely nothing. And, killing you. I've had it happen. Like this up here, I think, is a player scav. That's a real player. I do believe it might be multiple real players. This is not a good peek because it's left-handed. We're gonna chuck the nade right on top of his head. Alright, well, as you guys saw, game number 2 didn't go too good. We did run into 2 Chads in there, running tier 4 ammo and meted out guns, so that's alright though. Let's gear back up and get back into the next one and see what we can do. Alright guys, here we are in game number 3. We did decide to use a Vector this game. And, you know, before you guys say anything, I am running tier 3 ammo, and it is a $170,000 build. I'll leave the code down in the description. So yeah, we're still pretty budget, I would say. 170,000 is pretty cheap for a build. And yeah, let's just see if we can get in this one and make a little more money. The bad thing about these fast fire rate guns is it's really hard to get them to shoot one bullet, so you're wasting like 2 bullets on the scav every time. Which, you know, when you're running tier 3, that's not as big of an issue, so. That's not what I thought it was. We have a player out here to the right. One dead. I think I hear another though. Just gonna load this mag. And I think that was just a player bot. Like not a real player. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, he's up on top of the roof up there. Okay, I'm gonna gas that off so that he can't... Oh, you're shitting me. Okay, I'm not gonna gas it off. We're gonna try to, just really threw that so that he would stop looking at us there. I want to close the distance here because I'm using the Vector. And there's the kill. I'm gonna get my mags reloaded real quick. Alright, yep, this guy here was definitely a real player. That he did not play like a bot. Just running a deagle maybe? Ah, okay. Naked deagle runners. That's what this game is coming to. Let's see, what does this ammo look like? Just a bronze tip. Let's see if this is actually tier 4 ammo. Oh yeah, okay. Seems to be the meta right now in normals is running naked with a deagle. Everybody doing that. I wonder if this is a bigger 30 slot, 32 slot. No, but it is good loot value. Also, keep your eye out, even in normals and even on the scavs. These rigs are, like, it's 3 slot, 35k. That's more than 10k a slot. So, very good loot value, the rigs. And I should have been checking this in the games previous. Because even the scavs will carry rigs that are worth selling. MP5, but we'll take it. It's not worth enough to carry. Okay, so this guy didn't really have anything worth our time. But yeah, let's check these scavs. Just make sure they don't have a... I usually just look at their armor, look at their vest, look at their bag. None of that's worth picking up. I just move on to the next one. But you will find some rigs and stuff that are worth carrying out. Oh, shoot. They're all up here. Not there. Get healed up here real quick and we will loot up. And we do have to pop more painkillers because they're out. We get more gold ammo. That'd be really nice. That's so weird. Last time we looted this normal, we got all purple ammo. This time we get all white ammo. Super weird. Nothing. Starting to get the feeling that that grip is super worth it. Does this have a grip slot? It does. Look at that. Starting to get the feeling that the best money in normals, and it's true for every mode, but maybe like the most worth it to do is just run straight for safes because there's not as much competition for the safes. So maybe even like running keys. Like if you could run all the keys that have safes in them and just go directly for those every game. Those in the free safes. What are these scavs doing? What are they... Never seen them just shoot at walls like this. Maybe that's like a normal thing. Alright, let's take this key. See if we can pull another $500,000 item out of the safe. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Not as lucky. But that's alright. Not as lucky on this one. I think maybe I should be taking items that, you know, even that are less valuable just because we're not going to fill our bag in here anyways, unless we find a bunch of players to kill or something. Nice. Well, that pretty much pays for our raid. As long as we get out with it. Did I drop that stuff there? Oh yeah, I did. Let's go see if we can hit up motel, see if maybe there's some players there, and see if maybe we can hit the I did bring the 201 key. I don't have the big hotel key, but I just haven't purchased it yet, to be honest. I think that's probably my next big purchase. But I don't know, I also just kind of want to start getting keys for TV station. because I do enjoy me some TV station. Okay, and this is what I was saying last game. Like, we'll now use the recon because we're getting close and we're actually getting ready to push it. So now we know there's players there and we can actually, like, the information is useful. Whereas if we would have used it as soon as we looted it, the information would no longer be relevant. So now we know we are actually going to have to play this a little safer because there are some players in here. And the fact that I'm running a vector, I'm going to try to stick to this right side so that I can close the distance a little bit more. Because I don't want to fight at range with this gun, obviously. Sounds like a player. This might be a little far for how cheap this build is. We're going to try to get in close and do some hip firing. That was not good. Try to keep my mags as loaded as possible. I think I hurt one of them pretty good. And if they're going to let me load my mags, I'm going to... Right here, I'm feeling pretty safe because if they push this, I can hear them coming. And I can shoot through the door and pre-fire them. Okay, we know we got one way over there. I'm going to smoke this way off because I know that the one is to the right. And that way I can try to get in a close range fight with the one on the left over here. I think we knocked one. Both dead. Nice. Getting into some actual good fights here too. That's really cool. I think we played that fight pretty well for using some tier 3 ammo. I don't really know what these guys were using. I think one of them was using SKS, yeah. But we did make some money off them. This guy's not going to be any money, but maybe he's got decent ammo. Let's see. No, not really. Okay. Yeah, they do have some loot for us. That's nice. They killed the boss. And that right there, I kind of feel bad. I hope we weren't just like shitting on some Timmies. It's not what I'm here to do. You do see this video and that was you I killed. Sorry. I'm not trying to come in here and fuck up players that are just trying to get good at the game. I'm just trying to see if the loot is worth it in normals, so. We will just to save loot room, let's drop that site off there because it's not a very good site. We'll take his and take that. I want to unload this actually and just see. No, it's empty anyways. Yes, these are definitely just a couple new players. Should have been surgering the whole time. If you didn't know, you can loot and surgery at the same time. I should have been surgering the whole time we were looting this. I don't think we're gonna have room for that. Do we have anything that's really just not worth carrying? So we could take that instead. Well, we can try to get some stuff up here and maybe make most of the room for it. These are not worth carrying, that's for sure. There we go. Okay, we're looking at $1 million raid right now. Let's go ahead and finish healing up. We still have the 201 key that we can go hit real quick. And pop another painkiller. And we will go hit our 201 key and then probably just use the car extract since we're right here. Guess we could go hit the villa key. Okay, they already hit 201 key, it looks like. So, I guess we'll go try to hit villa key real quick. And then we will maybe run some players over there. If not, we will go ahead and extract. Out of energy. I want to see if the safe's been hit. I don't know how risky it is to hit it, but nope, they already hit it. Alright, well, this has been a successful raid so far. I think that was a really good fight there. It felt good to also just to be able to practice, like, fighting against someone who's not just going to instantly one-tap me, you know. That felt like a good fight there. And that's what I mean, you know, if these raids were locked to tier 3 ammo, and, like, because those guys, we were equal. We all had tier 3 ammo. No one was running tier 4. It would make the game feel like so much more fun to fight. Like, that fight felt fun because I tanked some shots and they tanked some shots, you know, and we were very equal in the fight. Skill was really the only gap there. Granted, I'm wearing a little bit better armor than what they had on. I think they had tier 4 and I'm running tier 5. But armor, or there wasn't as much of a gap as what if you know, it was like the guys who killed me with a tier 4 ammo and I'm running tier 3. You know, it felt a little bit more even. I think it'd be really cool to lock normals to tier 4 armor, tier 3 ammo. I think that'd be really fun for everybody. And it's super obtainable. Like, people can afford to run a kit like that over and over and get in here and make some money. You're still going to make money off people's guns, you know, it's kind of what you're making the most money off of anyways in here is people's guns. From what I can tell. So. Thought maybe I heard something in here. A little bit scary. Yeah, just hearing that scab out front. Okay. Is it the safe in here? See if we can get something cool. Nothing cool. That's alright. We do actually have room to grab this, so we might as well, right? Okay. Ignore the terrible aim there. No ammo to low E, stroller ammo. It's alright. Alright, let's just head on back to the extract and we will see what we made. All right, guys, we ended up with 4 kills and 1 million loot value. All right, guys, so we did get into some good fights in those normals. We did make anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million a raid, and the raid that we did end up dying, we actually got a golden pen, so we made up all of our kit. The golden pen's like 450,000. So yeah, the raids went pretty good. I'm gonna definitively say that you can make money in normals, and I think they're safer and you're gonna survive more raids. So over a long period of time, it's probably gonna make you even more money in normals because there's less risk and you're not dying as much to like completely juiced out players. So yeah, if normals is what you like, you know, if you guys are okay with fighting bots a lot and, you know, a little bit less loot value, but a little bit less risk, yeah, I would say normals are totally okay and definitely a decent moneymaker. So yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe for me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this type of video where I'm doing a little bit less editing and I'm not cutting out the slow parts. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.